This is a resale home where there is deferred maintenance, and it's showing. The people that are buying this home or have it under contract are first-time home buyers. And there are some significant things that came up on the inspection report. I will not be surprised if they call and tell me, you know what, we're just gonna go ahead and terminate and keep looking. I won't be surprised. Hey, it's Natasha with SoulByNet.com, associate broker, home selling, and new construction specialist with Virtual Properties Realty in Georgia. And today, I am in not a new construction home. This is a resale home. Actually came here for a home inspection. My clients, the home inspector just left. I'll insert some pictures. But while I was coming in here, I was like, I'm making a video. Y'all know I do a lot of new construction, and being in here, I'm like, see, this is why I like new construction, because we don't have these type of issues. But really and truly, this is a resale home. It was built in 2016. The house is not even that old. But this is the prime example of why I make videos about home maintenance and videos for homeowners so that they know how to keep up their home that are gonna get them the top dollar. This is a resale home where there is deferred maintenance, and it's showing. The people that are buying this home or have it under contract are first-time home buyers. And there are some significant things that came up on the inspection report. I will not be surprised if they call and tell me, you know what, we're just gonna go ahead and terminate and keep looking. I won't be surprised. So I'm just gonna point out a few things. Deferred home maintenance, this is minor. Caulking, guys, this is so cheap. So cheap. Do it annually, just keep it up. It's wear and tear, it is cheap. One of the bigger things, oh, it's not huge. Okay, that one. No water's coming out. Nothing. I noticed this, I don't even know if this was on the report, but you know, that's just settling. So not major. I think this was good. The room is huge, so they do have pluses. I mean, they updated the thermostats. I think pretty much it was pretty, oh no. One of the items, do y'all hear that?
Oh, hell no.
The toilet keeps running. It hasn't been flushed in over 30, 45 minutes. This will have an effect on your water bill. It is a minor fix though. Probably the insides need to be changed, something tightened or whatever. But when you hear that, go ahead and address it. This was a pretty big one. And I'm not gonna be able to show you. Do you see that crack? Do you see when I'm jumping, how the crack is moving? If you jump, this whole crack opens and closes. These stairs need to be fastened. It sounds worse than it probably is, or more expensive than it probably is. You know, essentially, we're gonna have to get a carpenter out here. It could be something, you know, if the buyer felt like he wanted to do it, they're gonna have to go through this wall and put shims in the stairs to support it, which the shims aren't expensive, but again, you're going through drywall and having to fix it. So we don't know if they just weren't added at the time when the home was purchased. You see a gate here, a baby gate here. So they had kids. I don't know if it's just wear and tear over time. Again, this is a newer house, or if it's in connection with the bigger issue. Do I want to show you the bigger? Yeah, let's go. I'm glad I came in here. The light was on. Okay. You see this crack? There is a lot of settling in this house, and cracks are common, right? It is not uncommon to see hairline cracks running through, but when cracks get wide, gosh, I can't remember the exact measurement right now. I want to say it's 1/8 of an inch or something, but if you can put a coin in there, that's something that needs to be looked at as a structural item. So that was one indication. Another indication is there's something going on with this garage door. So when you're going to sell your home, when you see these issues come up, go ahead and address it. So that was the first, no, that was actually the second confirmation that there is a bigger issue. There's water and water issue on the exterior of the home. There is a radon test that the inspector went ahead and left there. So he's gonna pick that up on Tuesday. In here was pretty pretty good and pretty straightforward. There was wear and tear, wood rot essentially, from water hitting that. This was the bigger issue. And I learned something. You learn something all the time in real estate. So because there's this moss, it did rain earlier, but it's still moss sitting here. This side of the house does not get, and it's spongy when I'm walking. It's the side of the house does not get a lot of sun. And if you look in here, you see moss under there. We were educated that moss lives where there's a lot of water. So there's a lot of water. The drainage here is off. This is sloping here. This needs to be addressed. Look at the moss here. There's a drainage issue here. See, it's wet all under here. There's moss here. They said this is where the original grading was, and it's went down over time. And then these downspouts are wrong. It's too low to the ground, and now they've become filled with dirt and not helping. So when the water comes down, it's feeding the water up in here. So yeah, see, I can feel the water squishing. This gate does not latch. The piece is broken. I'm just like, oh, hey, cute doggy. Okay. So these are just some things when you're trying to sell your home. I know things come up, life happens. You can't address everything. That's why don't wait until you're actually about to sell to then go ahead and address things that you should have been addressing over time, annually. Spring home maintenance. Check out those videos that I've done. This is exactly why I do these videos. Another easy home maintenance item, pressure washing. This has just been built up over time. They actually sell a product at Home Depot that you can get and you can do it yourself. I will put a picture in there. The great thing, these homeowners still have their termite bond, these pods that you see around the house, these bait stations, that is part of the termite bond. So they did keep that up. So that is a plus with their home maintenance. The inspector called this effervescence. Again, just needs to be pressure washed off. Loose boards here, nails sticking out here, and again you can see this. They just don't get a lot of sun with the green mildew around. So guys, overall, it's not a bad house. It's in a nice neighborhood. Could have definitely been in a better position if Upkeep would have been better. So the deferred maintenance is going to play a part. We're hoping that the structural stuff is still covered under warranty, because again, the house was only built in 2016. Not to say nothing ever happens with new construction, but buying a home new, you do have that 1 year coverage, and it does come with the 210 home warranty. 2 years for your major systems, 10-year for your structural. So hopefully these items are covered under your structural. At this point, if the buyers are still interested in proceeding, as of now, they are. It's going to be a negotiation at that point. They kept asking me how I feel about the house. One, with the incentives that new construction is offering, my first question was like, why are you leaning towards resale versus new construction? Since going new construction, you can get your interest rate down. So they answered that question for me. And then two, I would just want to make sure that either the items are going to be addressed by the seller and addressed properly, or the sellers are going to be giving them a credit for the proper amounts. Again, the quotes are going to come in hand there. So it is 5:11 p.m. I have some work to continue doing, and then I'm going to be talking with them this evening. Shout out to John and Masad with Whole House Home Inspections. We had the inspection report before we even left. Okay? The inspection report is already done.
That's pretty good.
That's why I recommend the people that I recommend, because they're on it. And they were just great about answering questions and providing information. adding the concrete is one thing, but is that gonna stop? Like they also mentioned like the gutters going in there. Do you recommend leaving that, or do you need to take all this out?
I put them underground.
Okay.
And then put a pop-up and emitter out here.
Is that something you do?
Yeah.
Okay. And then the crack is running on this side. So the inspector was figuring the house was settling because of the drainage issue. This may be why.
It's the same thing. It's the same reason.
Okay.
It's because it's this is all the slab of the house. Mm-hmm. And what they do is they just pull the board off and then finish to the bottom of the board. So this is still poured on a footing, but it shouldn't be cracked on the wall.
Okay.
And it's cracked all the way around.
You said this is not structural.
Well, I mean, if they're trying to take it off the price, I would tell them you need to replace the whole floor.
Okay, well, yeah.
It's cracking up into the floor.
Yeah. So we know the seller is not, or I can already tell the seller's not doing that. So what would be a fix? What would be the fix you would recommend?
Need to cut out all the way around. Fix it.
So what happens if they leave it?
It's just gonna keep getting bigger.
Oh.
That's not a hairline crack anymore. That's structural, right there. That up there, if you can fit a credit card in the crack, see, that's not yet, but that is. That's not.
Okay.
And it's not bad over here, but I mean, where it started is because they didn't finish this very good. It's poor craftsmanship.
Okay.
You see all the trowel marks? See that these are from the end of the trowel. These little ridges. It's just total horseshit work.
And what's the trial?
Your hand tools.
Okay. Okay. All right.
And not just take, oh, well, I got this off the house. I'm gonna live with that garbage work. Because sooner or later it's gonna be a problem.
Okay.
I mean, especially like this here. Nobody ever finished grades a yard right.
Okay.
They just throw some sod down and call it good.
Yeah.
I mean, at no time is this good. They just think they can cut a swale in a yard like that and run water wherever you can. That's not how you do shit. You're supposed to go from point A to point B, and then from point B to point C, which is their yard. It's not all this up and down stuff that ain't right.
Yeah, and the sellers are of the mindset, well, there's nothing wrong.
Oh, there's something wrong with it.
Yeah. They said that they never had any issues with the water sitting.
That's a lie.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see it right now, especially under the gate. If there ain't no grass, there ain't water coming through there. It's sitting somewhere.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay, so 50...
In the same way with this downspout. What good does it do to put a downspout just right into the ground? Where do you think that water's going?
Right.
Nowhere out here.
So
into the ground.
So when you said put it in the ground the proper way.
I put adapter on there and run it underground under the concrete, and then it comes up with this little pop-up drain. So once the pipe gets full, it goes boop and lets all the water out.
Got it. Okay. So
on the side of the yard that drains out of here. You know what I mean?
All right. And just remind me again. So I know it's $5,500 for each, and that, what would be your fix for that? You would cut it out.
I would just cut out like a foot or two out on the outside.
Okay.
And then I'd have to re-rub that wall, face the wall and put that back in.
Okay, got it. So those two and carpentry.
And you might have to even dowel into it, with rebar each way. If I got to do that, it's going to be more.
Okay.
2,500, 3,500.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I'll send you a text.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So I'm going to sign out here. I did not plan to do this video, but you see why I had to. All right, if you have any questions, leave them down below. If you're interested in buying new construction or even resale, give me a call. Actually, schedule on my Calendly. The link will be down below. All right, I am signing out here. Have a positive, peaceful, and productive day. And remember to do your annual upkeep and maintenance. All right.